emotional need to them. And that's what I'm always trying to, sort of point out. So thank you for that question. Boy question. Gentleman with a hat and the tattoos on your arms with the red thing. See, hats work.
I was wondering, when you start to write a book, is it more of an organic process, or do you first get the idea and then you develop an outline, or is it more of an organic process?
Starting a book, that's still the process I've always used. I come up with one premise. What about... a kid told me a great story about taking acid. And he went to a taping of The Price is Right. And he got called up. He is fried out of his mind. And there's these big showgirls, just big, monstrous showgirls wearing all this makeup, walking around in high heels. And there's this Bob Barker that just looks like this wrinkled thing hanging there. And they're spinning these colored lights, and everybody's excited about rice-a-roni. And they're asking him questions about the price of raisins. And so, typically, I hear a story like that, and so I'll write a short story based on that premise to see what I can do with it. And I'll take that short story into a workshop just to see how people react to the premise. And you all reacted really nice. It's one of those stories that people just get. So, in the way that a painter will do figure studies to get really, really clear about different aspects of a large painting, I will do these seemingly unrelated short stories that each present a premise. Maybe a key plot point, maybe a character is sort of the cute meat, something about each character. And I'll present them in workshop. And the sweet thing is that they stand alone. So that especially when you're working full-time, you have this ongoing sense of completing something week to week. You don't have to balance the entire equation forever and ever in your head. And you can sell the story separately. You can get them in magazines beforehand. And eventually, if you have to tour, you've got these sweet little standalone things. And so my process is really to do these stories, these little tests, test them on my workshop, and then in a way, workshop will suggest where the stories sort of meet and connect in thematic ways I haven't recognized. And they'll also suggest where these stories can go. And so that really is my process, is to start with several things that I find very, very compelling, and then just sort of grow from there until they all connect. So, I'm going to read one more letter from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. From Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. My family really can't afford to have me stay an extra semester, and I am extremely loath to take out any loans to help, because I know I'd be paying them off for the rest of my life. In terms of creative endeavors, though, I am working on a project that I'm really excited about, Night of the Living Dead, the musical. The best part about the concept in general is that the original Night was never properly copyrighted, and the script and film are now in public domain. So much of it is already in place. I have a friend who is amazing at writing schlocky, overdramatic music that's absolutely perfect for the tone of the film. I'm spending all of this school year in intense pre-production. I'm starting work on this script very soon, and half the songs have already been written. most of the cast is already in place, and I'll be casting for dancers soon. I can already tell that shooting it next year will be the most exciting thing that I have ever done. See how smart people are? I love that. Boy question, girl question.